Hello everyone, welcome to Techmaima YouTube channel. In this video, we will see about sequences in Python. Okay, in sequences, 5 types are available. One is list, and the other one is tuple and string and set and dictionary. I believe most of the people are aware of some of the sequences like list and string and tuple and all. So anyhow, I will explain you with a demo. Let's start. So this is called as list, comma separated values in a bracket. This is called as list. Okay. So it may be any data type, maybe integer, float, string, you can give inside the list. And list is mutable. Mutable means you can change the values of a list at any point of time. So I have given you an example, a equal to some random numbers and then Python and Java to strings and rest everything is integer I have given. So when you wanted to check whether it's a list or tuple, you have to type of the list name, what you have given. So I just wrote type of a and it is displaying as a list because this is list comma separated values given in bracket. Okay, so this is how you can write a list and you can check the type of a list. And then indexing means this is 0th index, first one, second index, third index, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So this is what called as indexing. I mean index. Okay, so indexing means using the index name you can take a particular value, you can get the particular value. So I'm using this as the list name a of 4, which means fourth index. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. So fourth index value is 5. You can see 5 is the fourth index value. Okay, so this is what called as indexing. A of 0 is 1. First value will be considered as a of 0. Okay, so using the index name you can get the values. This is what called as indexing. Okay, so at the same time negative indexing, like normally indexing means it will go from left side to right side. Okay, so you give 0, you give 1 2 3 4, it will be like taken. So what if you have 1000 values inside a list? So you are not sure what is the last value and you are not sure also how long your list is. So then you can use negative indexing. Anyhow, we can check the length of a list, that's not an issue. But just for your knowledge, I'm telling negative indexing is also possible. So it will be considered from right to left from this list. So this is considered as -1. Okay, see, I have given you an example, a of -2 from right side. What is the second value? Is Python. Okay, 1 2, second value is Python from the negative index side. Okay, when you go from left to right, then it will be considered as 0. The first index will be 0th index, but when you come from right to left, this is first index, I mean -1 -2, this is how it will be taken. Okay, so I have given a of -2, it says Python. If you give a of -1, then it is Java, because 0 is common, right? So we cannot take -0, so that's why. So a of -1 is Java. So this is how we can check with negative index. Okay, then now we will see about slicing in a list. Okay, so slicing means you have a list of like set of numbers, you have to take only from a limit like 3 to 5, in between what number is available, that you have to get it. That is what called as slicing. Okay, so here is the a value. If you want, I can copy this once again. Okay, this is the a value. You want to get the value from 3 to 6, third index to sixth index. So whenever you do slicing, the stop index will not be counted. Okay, see, 4 5 3. Here I have given one more example, a of 1 to -1. So from 1 it will be counted till -1. So this is the -1. So Java will not be considered, which is stop index. Before Java, whatever is present inside the list, that will be printed over here. Okay, this is what a of 1, this is a of 0, a of 1 is 2, rest everything remains the same. Okay, this is how you can do slicing in Python lists. This is how you can do slicing in list. Okay, so again, negative slicing is also possible. Actually, if you see the syntax for slicing, see, starting index and then stopping index and then step. This is an optional thing. If you want, you can mention the step, else you no need to mention. Okay, I will tell you one example by using steps as well. So before that, let me tell you about negative slicing. So -1 will be the last value, which is Java, and -3 will be 2 3. 2 is the -3 value. If you do not give -1, then it will show you an empty list. Okay, why? Because if you are giving 3 to 6 means it will go in this direction. It will go and search the list in this direction. Okay, step, anyhow you are not giving any step here, so you are just giving 3 to 6, it will search in this direction. At the same time, when you give -1 to 3, -1 to -3, again it will go in this direction only. So that is the reason you have to give step as -1. Then it will come in this direction. Okay. So that is the reason -1 to -3 wanted to check. We are giving -1 so that it will check in the right to left direction. Okay. So it says Java and Python is what present. First index, and then second one, third is not counted because it's a stop index. Okay. Next one is you can check a value from particular index. After this index, whatever is present, print that. Okay, in that case you can use, I'm using a of 2 and then colon, that's all. So it will print the values from index 2. Whatever is available after index 2, it will take. So this is 0th index, first index, second index. Okay. So from 6, it will print whatever is available, including the, because there is nothing called stop index, it's end of the list. When you give stop index, last value will not be printed, but here we have not given anything as stop index as such. Okay. So 2 and colon, that's all. So it will print everything after second index. This is second index and this is the end of the list. So everything got printed here. So at the same time, if you want to check the values available before the particular value, then you can use this one, a of colon 3. So which means the before third index, whatever is available, it will be printed. Okay. Because here stop index will not be counted. Now you know the reason why, because we are giving the stop index value only, where to stop. Here I have given one more example using steps. Okay. So a of 1 to 8 is the range. So from first index till 8th index, whatever is present, print that. I have given one more condition. So that is like step is 2. Okay. So you will get only the response as a odd index, A1, A3, A5, A7. Here you can see this is the first index value A1, and then third index value, fifth index value. Such a way, this is the 7th index value. So the 8th index will be stop. Anyhow, it's step is 2, so that will not be counted. Okay. So this is how you can use steps. Okay. And reverse the sequence. How to, you can reverse the list sequence in the sense everything. You can reverse the string, set, list, dictionary, anything. So you can use this one, colon, -1. So what it says, there is no start index, there is no stop index. Okay. -1 we are using to print from last, -1 we are using to print from the end. Okay. So a of colon -1 means whatever the list or set or tuple is available, print from the end. That is the logic here, because there is no start index and there is no stop index. That is the reason it is getting printed like that. Okay. See, I am using a string a equal to Sam, a of colon -1. If you run this code, this is the output. It just reverse the string. Okay. You can use the alternative option also. I mean, you can to reverse the list. A of 1, 2, 3, 4 is the list what I have. A dot reverse function. That's all. When you use this and print a, see, it's printing from the backward 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So the list got reversed using a reverse function as well. And you can use colon -1 in any of the sequence you can use. This is only used in list. Okay. So here I have shown. This is the actual list, colon -1. So it is printing from the backward. Okay. So this is how you can reverse the list. And one more option also I have given. This is optional. If you, for your knowledge purpose, I have given. So using for loop, how you can reverse a string. For I in range 10, 1. Okay. Comma -1. So which means values from 10 to 1 print I. So it is printing 10 to 2, because even if you take 1 to 10, it will take from 1 to say 9th element only. Such a way it is printing from 10 to 2. That is the reason it is not taking for it, just a range. Okay. So this is how you can use the for loop to reverse a string. I mean reverse the range of values. Okay. And if you want this to be converted into a list, it is printing 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1, right? So you can keep a variable name called b, and you can mention list of range 10, 1 -1. So that will be taken into a list. So this is how you can do reverse. I have shown 3 different methods to reverse a sequence. Okay, reverse the sequence. So now we will see about how to update and delete a list. Okay. So since it is mutable, we can update the list easily. So I have taken a list a equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A of 0 equal to hello. That's all. Using the indexing, a of 0 equal to hello. It's a string. If you run this code, it will show the recent updated list. So I have updated 0th index in the list named A. Okay. and a of minus 1 equal to high, which means I'm updating the last value in the list as a high. So if you run this, see hello will be in the 0th index and high will be in the minus 1 index. Okay, this is how you can update a list. And to delete a list or to delete a particular value inside a list, you can just use del command, del a of 0. So you're deleting this first value present inside the list. Okay, so if you run this, see hello is not there anymore. You can find remaining values in the same list. And to delete the list, you can use pop function also. So here in pop, there are two different modes are available. Here in pop, there are two different modes are available. One is just a normal pop function, other one is pop index. Okay, so when you just use a pop function, a equal to, see this is a list. Okay, new list I have taken, a dot pop. When you use a dot pop, the last value of the list will be removed automatically. Okay, so I have clicked on this twice, thrice. That is the reason. See, I run this code. What is a dot pop? So 9 got removed. Okay, if you run a, see it is showing the last element as 8. So this is the purpose of using pop. And you can use pop index. You can remove a particular index. That is the purpose of using pop index. So a dot pop 0. So 0th index value is 3. Okay, see here you can see 0th index value is 3. A dot pop index. By using this, you can remove the particular index element or value. Okay, so I'm using a dot pop 0. 0th index value is 2. So I just remove 2 here. And if you run this code, it will display the rest of the values present inside the list. And you can use remove also. Remove command also you can use to remove a particular value from a list. Okay, you cannot use indexing here. You can directly go ahead and remove a particular value. So a is the list, a dot remove 33 here. And delete I have already shown. For deleting a particular value inside a list, you can delete a complete list by just calling the list name. Delete, instead you use del space the list name and the list is gone. See, if you run this code, it will show name error. Name A is not defined, which means the file is gone. So this is how you can update and delete a list in Python. Okay. Next most important topic we are going to see is list comprehension. So list comprehension, you will get many interview questions in this topic. It's very simple. A new list is created from the existing list. This is called as list comprehension. Okay, creating a new list from existing list. Very simple. So I have a list called a equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I can create a new list by applying for loop here. It's just very simple. I'm using a for loop here. So for I in a is the list name. For I in a reference, I power 2. Okay, you can square the values. Here I am giving one more condition. If I modulus by 2, if I modulus 2 is okay, then square those values. Okay, in that case 1 square 1 will be 1 only, and then you have 2 modulus 2 is 0, so that is not being counted. 3 you will get reminder. So 3 power 3 is 9, and 4 modulus 2 is 0. 5 power 5 is 25, and 6 will not be counted, it is 0. So this is how you're getting the response. You just use a for loop in one line, including the if condition. But in generally, if you normally use the same logic here, this is the code for that. A is a list, B is an empty list. To add the output, okay, I just created. So for I in A, if I modulus 2, then B dot append I power 2. So you can append those values after performing power operation. You can append those values into B. So this is the B value. Here you can say the same value. Okay, so instead of doing this much, you can get the result in one line. So you can follow this method. Okay, in list especially. I have given one more example as well. This is a list, and here I'm using the negative index. So I minus 1 means, see, for I in A, if I value is greater than 4, which means 5 and 6 will be counted, then I minus 1. Reduce one value from that.